it's me Icey and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be competing in a build battle against an amazing builder Maddie builds. Her builds and her channel is literally amazing and you guys should definitely go subscribe to her as she was such an amazing person to collab with. And today we're going to be doing a build battle with a theme of Cherry Blossom by featuring the Cherry Blossom Festival in Adopt Me, which is surprisingly ending in 9 days. And today we're just going to see who can make the best build, and then at the end you guys will get to decide. In a different thing in this build battle, we are actually going to be having a whole day to make our builds, so it's going to be quite crazy and I can't wait to show you guys the full build at the end. I'll give you a spoiler, I literally was building in school. That's how crazy it was. And yeah, so I can't wait to get started with this build battle. Looking at my video right now is 53 minutes and I don't assume you guys are quite excited for a 53-minute video. So without further ado, I am going to cut to the chase right now of where I built my house and hopefully we can come on top. So yeah, let's go. I really don't understand how this video has came to 53 minutes in total. So today we're going to be doing a speed build with a voiceover in it because let's be real guys, I am not expecting a 50-minute video coming from my channel. That is crazy and I really don't expect anyone to be watching that long. So we're just going to be going for a garden vibe. I think the build was emerging this whole time. I went with random stuff, so I don't really know what's going on, but I'm just gonna try and make it the best I can and just try to wrap my mind around what I am planning on doing. So for now we're just gonna go in with a cute little cherry blossom pink type color to give the walls a nice shade instead of having the pre-made wall types. So yeah, this is a really good hack that I use in a lot of my builds and I'm just going to do it here today because I think it will suit it a lot since the theme is cherry blossom obviously. So yeah, I think we're just gonna see where we get with just these rugs for now. Then after a few minutes I'll just adjust and find out what I'm planning to do, because at this time I had no idea what I was doing. I just had Donut next to me, we had the TV on and we were just watching a show while I was doing this. So yeah, I am now struggling to find myself the correct little thing, and I don't think this element even helped me at all. So I don't even know why I bothered adding these things, but yeah, I just added them anyway. It was such a time waster and I know we've already got we've a whole day. I just think this was so unnecessary in the end. So yeah, I am not really proud of whatever this was supposed to be. That is 20 whole bucks down the drain. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut to a bit where it gets a bit more exciting since this is a bit boring right now. Okay, so now we're going to be adding in some greenery and we're gonna find the nicest type plants and stuff to give it the type of vibe I'm looking for. And I'm gonna try doing this bush hack to try and make these really nice bushes. And I don't really know what I was thinking. I mean, they look quite nice. It's this tree hack which is from ages ago that I'm only discovering and using now. But then it came to a problem where the stick of the other tree was sticking out, meaning it just looks silly and it was so unnecessary. So I think I am gonna delete both of them because there's literally no point, and I am only discovering now I just wasted so much money for nothing, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I decided to take out the old rugs and add in a window. I know it looks super silly right now, but we are gonna make it look better near the end of the video. At first I thought it was quite nice, so yeah, we're just gonna adapt anyway. And this is where the color scheme of mine really came from because of this one lantern. I like these shades of brown and I really wanted to incorporate it in my build. So we're gonna have sage green, a pastel type pink, and then a really nice light brown. The colors on the screen are not the type I was going for when I tried searching them, but just pretend they are nicer shades. And then here is me trying to experiment with different structural things. It looks a bit weird. I don't understand why I did it. You can't even tell, but it looks like it's a arch. Is that what? No, not an arch, but a triangular type thingy-mabob. But yeah, anyway, we're now decorating the door because I think it could go a bit nicer, and especially since we're up against Maddie builds, I think it's best that we go in with every single detail here. I know that she definitely does this in her build, so I'm gonna try to be the same, and we're gonna just hope that like our build at least looks somewhat like on her level. So yeah, the door looked a bit silly here, so we're just pushing it down a little bit, and actually it made a huge difference because look how good that looks now. Anyway, we are now going to be adding in like some plates to act as some like stepping stones, and I know the flooring looks really bad right now. I am going to be changing that later in the video, as I discovered that wood does not look good when you're trying to make a garden. So yeah, a lot of these things are really random. Now we are adding in a fence, and I think the fence was kind of unnecessary looking back now, but I think every detail does matter, and I don't really think the Japanese culture, like, I mean, maybe the fences do have a hint of Japanese culture, but like, it still looks nice. And I do remember now looking back that I forgot to add something specific, but it's literally fine now because yeah, at this time I didn't actually know that there's like a better way of making cherry blossom trees. So I was getting like these basic trees and just turning them to look like cherry blossom ones, because like I had no other method. So I was doing this like iconic hack of making like one white, one pink. It does look really like cartoonish, it doesn't look like realistic, which is like, I feel like a good method of making good builds in Adopt Me, but it's fine, to be honest. We'll just roll with it. And this is where I thought that it would be a really good idea to add like the bush technique, because it clearly wasn't working on the other side, so it is like a nice technique I wanted to add into the build. So yeah, I just thought it would be quite nice, and I decided if I wanted to pull it off a little bit better, I think I would have needed to like raise the fences up a little bit, and there we go. It looks so much nicer now, and it goes well. And I also love these lanterns. I don't know what I was doing here, but I do love the ambience they give off, so I am definitely going to be adding some more. I was thinking of setting my home to nighttime at all times, but I think the mirrors or windows or whatever I'm making them, to be honest, are going to be looking a bit like weird. So yeah, I did decide to just stick it to like live weather. I decided to try add a lamp, and it just made the room look too bright, and I don't want it to be like over simulated with light. I thought like it would change a little bit, but it like didn't darken or anything, it just stayed the same. So I ended up just like deleting the lamp in the end, because it was just like a waste unless I like shoved it under the floor somewhere. Then I tried experimenting with these Korean things. I know it's mainly Japanese, but this like idea didn't even work out anyway. It was just a little bit like of a try, but it didn't really work. So we kind of just scrapped that idea, and then I thought of a good idea to go check like the Japanese section, and I did find this like really cute like tea table looking thing, and I definitely wanted to add it somewhere because it did look like really nice, and it did suit the aesthetic like really well. So just by adding a few colors to make it match the theme, I think it went quite nicely, and I am quite happy that I actually looked in the Japanese section, because this definitely will go with the theme of what we were trying to do. So now that we've like done some other stuff and like adding the tea table and stuff, I think this is the point where I definitely wanted to make a gardeny type vibe, because at first I didn't really know what I was doing, but I think this was the point now where I decided I was definitely doing a garden. So here is me adding like the flooring. I'm gonna do like a brown, and then I'm gonna just texture it, kind of as in like I'm gonna just make it look nice, you know, instead of plain, because this looks a bit sad right now. And I literally had to get stuff. I was trying to use the x-ray, but it wasn't working. I don't really know how to use this type of stuff, so here is me struggling, and I'll cut to the next bit soon. But yeah, go to a bit where we make some progress, and maybe it will look like nicer, because this is a bit boring right now. Okay guys, we're doing something a bit more exciting now, and this is where like we're adding like a window or like a sky view, if you maybe could say like that. I don't really know, but I do love the influence on lights, and I know it doesn't scream Japanese, but I love the pink hints they give off. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be keeping it there. And then I also thought I'd like texture it with windows, but I think I did remove this afterwards, because then it didn't look like a garden, it just looked like a room, like maybe like a greenhouse type room. It just didn't fit the aesthetic. So I am like experimenting for now. I did keep these I think for quite a while, until I did find like a better idea. So yeah, I definitely like scrap this afterwards, because looking back it looks ugly, and I think I would have definitely not won. So yeah, I accidentally flopped a bit, because I put it somewhere over the rainbow, and I had to use the undo button. So yeah, and then I think the next clip after this is when I actually did it in school, because I got really bored and geography actually sucks, but I do not recommend doing that. So yeah, I'll just cut to the next bit now, but it's gonna look like really bad, and I completely forgot to add bunting later. Okay, so this clip here is pretty rubbish because clearly like the Wi-Fi is not the best, but we did add some like texturing on the floor, and we did add some like cherry blossom looking trees. I accidentally forgot to record that bit, but I thought it would look really pretty because I saw it on a video and I quite liked it. So yeah, I added this bird bath, and I do love the bird baths in Adopt Me. They are like super amazing, and I love how like the water like ripples from the top, so I am happy I got to add one of those. And then this was like when I decided I didn't really want the second room anymore because I thought it was a bit unnecessary, and if we're going for like a garden vibe, there's like seriously no point. So obviously it doesn't look like I'm doing anything at first, but like in the next 1 or 2 minutes I do decide to cover that wall up because I didn't really want to have anything to do with it anymore. So now I'm looking for like Lunar New Year stuff, Japanese stuff, because like nothing seems to be filling up the space a little bit, and I just want to make sure that it looks as good as it can be. And then the school Wi-Fi kicked in and nothing was loading, so I ended up just like forgetting it, and I thought I'd actually do like the rest at home. So I will just like do this mirror, and then I'll actually go back into class and actually focus now. And I am such a bad influence, but yeah, that's practically it on this clip. I'm sure this is like one of the final clips of building, since this build battle was one day. I think this was like the next day or something, and I think my main priority was just adding lots of greenery just to make it the best it can be. And then this is where I started to like believe in the garden idea of how it was going to work and stuff. So yeah, I was experimenting with the new plants, but nothing really seemed to catch my eye since the green wasn't like the right shade and stuff. So I added like a cute little table. This took forever to colour, I don't know why. I messed up. I was going with all pink at first, but then I just thought it doesn't look nice, you know? So I ended up just like switching all the colours around after this, making it white, pink, white, pink, white, pink. And then yeah, I quite liked it. It did go like, it was like okay, it kind of gave forest vibes more than Japanese, but I was running out of ideas. I literally forgot about everything in Adopt Me. Then I decided about adding some displays to see if anything would stand out, and I did not know that this holdables display was so underrated. It is actually so good, and I should probably add something like these in my builds because they are amazing. Soon after this is where I came up with the fantabulous idea of adding like strings to the windows to give them like a Japanesey vibe. I've seen these before. This is where I got the idea from. I got it from like some builder in Adopt Me, but I remember like not even from Adopt Me, but I know like some houses. I don't know like what type of cultured houses, but I know some like one does this, like this idea of having like whites. I don't know if it's just like modern nowadays, but like I thought it looked really cute, and I think it definitely went well with the garden instead of having like plain mirrors acting as windows. And I was really happy because then I could remove the crusty musty windows. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this idea, and it did like stand out. It did look like Japanesey, if this is like the right culture we're on about. And then I did this mini hack. This is such a waste of money. I really do not recommend. It's like a light hack. I don't know, it doesn't really stand out, so I don't really know why I did that. I just did it because I guess I just wanted to play around with some money. Then I nearly forgot about the last mirror, so here is me just touching up on that, and I just want to make sure it is the best it can be because I really want to win, but knowing Maddie builds, I know I'm probably not gonna win. The final thing I wanted to add are these mounds because I think they were like quite 3D, and it would be nice to have a bit of level going on. So I actually added like these mini brown ones and just speckled them around everywhere just to give the floor some texture since it is just a plain rug. But apart from that, we were done, and now it was time to go tour our builds, and this is mine. Hey guys, we are back, and today we're going to be going to tour mine and Maddie's builds. It has successfully been one day, and I just can't wait to go tour them. I am so excited. This build battle was so fun, and I am just speaking to Maddie now on like whose build we're doing first. And since mine is the uglier one, I should probably go with like mine because you know, just to get it over with, and I just can't wait to see her, so I think it's just the best for the both of us. So yeah, without further ado, we can go to my house first and have a little look. I know you guys have already seen it, but we're gonna get her initial reaction as well. I feel like she's just gonna be nice for the sake of being nice, guys, but like truly my house is not the best at all. So yeah, we're gonna go to my house straight away, and I cannot wait, so let's go. Help, I am cringing so badly. Oh my gosh, looking back, it just looks so bad. I don't know why. I am not proud of this, to be honest. But she seems to like it. And I don't know if that face could be it's horrible or like it actually could be shock. But I am not the best builder at all. I am more of a grinder. And this is not like my type of style either. I am not used to doing loads of styles in Adopt Me. I just do whatever looks best and just mishmash everything together. But she really does like it and I do appreciate it. I just don't know if I like I'm trying to zoom in on myself here and I'm like, oh my gosh, how on earth does she like it? This is literally the worst thing ever. And yeah, I am not proud of this at all, but it'll have to do. I mean, I guess I can try trade it to you guys. If anyone has offers, let me know, because I am gonna be down to looking. And I was like gonna do 2 rooms like I'm trying to say in chat, but I could barely do 1 room, let alone 2 rooms. So overall, I think my build is like a 6 out of 10. It could have been better. It's just, I think the vibe wasn't really there and I don't think it really screams cherry blossom as well. So I can't wait to see hers, and I think I'm just going to cut straight to it because this is literally so boring. Okay guys, we are here and I'm zoomed in, prepared, and what the heck? What on earth? This is crazy! How did she do this in one day? And I feel, what? This is literally sensational, excuse me? I cannot believe it. This is like one of the best builds I've ever seen. I am in utter shock. Me and Donut were going crazy. This is like the best thing I've ever seen. And she went with a tea party setup. And oh my golly gosh. I am so shocked. I love it so much with detail and everything. And there's even like a whole grinding area as well. I was not planning on doing grinding, but she went so far. And I could not believe this build. It is actually crazy. And oh my gosh, I'm actually going insane right now. Look how useful this is. I feel like so rubbish for not adding in like a grinding zone or anything. But even the Sakura Spirit is like better than my whole build. Like this little painting here is better than my whole thing. I am actually like, oh my gosh, this is, I don't even have any words. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is what the build looks like at night, and there's literally sparkles I just noticed like near the painting and stuff, and I am so like stunned. I did not think that Maddie was this pro and I had the chance, but no way I had a chance against her. I am literally not expecting any wins right now, so yeah, I think it's safe to say if I were to make a poll there would be no chance that I'm getting any votes. And I am so happy that we got to do this collab because this was so fun, and Maddie did really give me a crazy shock. So overall I think like definitely like say that Maddie is the winner. There is no like lies or anything there, and you can literally sleep in it as well. Like it's even accessible for adults, which is actually crazy. So yeah, I think without further ado we're gonna cut to the outro because I think we all know who the winner is, and I also just think it is amazing. So yeah, I am so happy that we got to do this, and I can't wait to do more collabs as well. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. Maddie is such an amazing person to collab with, and I really do hope I get to do more with her in the future because she is just amazing. Make sure to go subscribe to her like I said at the beginning. Also make sure to subscribe and like to my channel as well, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!